Hey everybody, how are you?
Oh, we're doing good over here. How
That
about you?
that's no, we're doing good, doing really good. I just want to do a little bit of a follow on from a couple of weeks ago. We did a show on liminal spaces and the back rooms and things like that. And we did bring up the elevator game, and I've got a short film here that was made somewhere, and I thought I'd play it just so you got an idea of what the elevator game is all about. Now it's only a short one, and we'll give props to the people that made it and everything.
Ooh,
Yeah, yeah.
reaction video, blind reaction video. Let's do it.
Yep. So, for anybody who doesn't know what the elevator game is all about, there are it's a Japanese thing to start off with, or where it started, and it's become an urban myth, urban legend, I guess, in its own right. It's a bit like the Bloody Mary stuff and everything. So, there are a number of floors. You have to go into an elevator, and there's a series of floors that you have to go to. You have to go to it. The doors open, the doors close. On to the next one. Doors close, down, up, and so on and so forth. I think there's a series of about eight, 6 to 8 numbers. I can't remember the exact number. I've got the proper numbers here, which I'm not going to reveal because in this movie, this short movie, they're all wrong. But it gives you an idea. Now, the premise of the game is if you do these floors in a specific number, what will happen is you will come back to the start point, open the doors up, and you'll be in the other world. Now, when I say the other world, we're talking liminal spaces. Like we're using liminal quite a lot over these last few weeks, but that's what we were talking about in the Backrooms episode. If you've watched any of those shows where it's just empty spaces, where there's supposed to be a lot of people, it's like that. Now, you can go out, you can have a walk around this world, and, well, I suppose you could record a video if you took a camera with you, which is what I'm planning on doing, because I am going to actually give this a crack at some point. And then you go back to the same lift, and you do the same series of numbers again, and then when you get back to the ground floor, you open it, you're back into your own world. Where it falls apart is any of those floors between the start and the finish. Like once you start, you have to finish it, and then you're in the other world, right? So you can have a walk around. Then, when you go back into the lift, you have to do the whole sequence again to get back to where you started from. If you get off the lift, you can, so long as you're back inside the lift before the doors shut. If the doors close on you, you're stuck there forever because you didn't complete the sequence. And the rumor is there's a certain flaw in the sequence where if the doors open and a girl walks in, you do not acknowledge her, you do not talk to her, you don't look at her. No matter what she does to get your attention, you do not react to her because she's not human. And as soon as you react to her, she's got you, and that's it. You'll never come out of the elevator game. That's it. You're stuck forever. Or you're dead, which I don't know which. There's a few different variations of what happens, but basically in all of them, you never come back. I thought we'd play this little movie, and let's see what you guys think. Do you want anything to say before we fire it up?
If I do this sequence myself, as long as it's not a brunette, I'm good.
Well, you shouldn't be looking. That's the whole point. You're not supposed to pay any attention.
As long as it's not a brunette, that is fine.
As far as I'm concerned, as soon as those doors open, technically you shouldn't even be looking. You should be looking in the corner. I would be looking in the corner of a lift. And can you imagine how weird that's going to look to anybody if it happens to be a normal person? You're just doing the lift game, the elevator game, and obviously you're in our world. You're not switching. And somebody gets in and they go 4th floor.
Well,
you just can't talk to them.
Honestly, I was born and raised in New York. If I was to do this in New York, people will look at me completely normal.
Well, yeah, I guess we don't have the same sort of thing as you over here. We don't have that many tall buildings. There's a few in the CBD, the Perth Business District, but not out in the suburbs. Certainly not that big anyway. It's not all apartments like what you see in New York. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get this little movie going and see what you think of the elevator game.
Let's go.
Can you hear that? I just thought I'd better double check.
Good.
What if it doesn't work?
Look at me. As long as you follow the sequence here, you'll be fine. Just don't talk to her. Don't look at her. Don't acknowledge her. You'll be fine. I promise.
Conspicuous.
Yeah. Like I said, this is just a cheaply made movie, but you get an idea what the elevator game's all about, and these liminal spaces that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago. And that goes into what we were talking about when I said the rooms are the hallways. It's just emergency lighting when you need to go to the toilet and stuff. That creepy.
For sure. I just didn't realize that he could step out of the elevator.
You can. You just can't have the doors closed on you. I don't know if this is actually the film that I watched last time, but can you imagine if you were playing the elevator game and the power went out? That would set you up a certain level or two. Don't do what you say. I can see you shaking your head.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
and you have to finish the sequence. I'll be pushing the next number to get it. Do it.
Man, all I'm gonna say is that I don't understand. I mean, I get it, right? I get why, you know, to create a movie, you need to have like that one idiot to make the movie what it is.
Yeah.
Because you all you have to do is follow the rule. God damn it, it's like Gremlins, right? Like, do not get the little guy wet, right?
And you don't feed him
Do
after
not
midnight.
feed it.
Yeah.
Freaking in the Gremlins movie, the dude is giving him freaking chicken wings and fucking giving him a bath.
You use the F word.
No, I didn't. I said freaking.
Okay. I'll leave it in there so you can see for yourself.
But
yeah, what do you
man,
think?
like, the premise of it is amazing. I could definitely see why it's a short film, but as a short film, you definitely get like that anxiety. So I'm not so sure. The acting on the black dude, but the Asian guy, like he made the movie what it is.
It's not the actual movie that I was thinking of. I can't find that one because the actual movie that I was thinking of, when the idea is you go through the whole lot, it starts on the first floor, obviously on the ground floor, and it ends on the ground floor. That's all I'm going to say about the numbers. And the highest is level 10, so you can see the numbers he had on his hand were all different. The film that I saw, they got back to the ground floor, and he came out, and there was nobody there. He had a group of mates with him that were on the ground floor. They were all gone, and he walked out of the hotel, and the big thing that stood out, there was a building over the road that had this big red cross on it, and that was the only thing it was just, that liminal space, that empty space. And then he went back, jumped in the lift. You have to go through the whole sequence again, and then when you get to level, that's where they say the girl gets on. But it's not a girl, and you still have to not acknowledge her. As you could see in the film, he was trying not to acknowledge her, and then you have to get back to the ground level, and you open the door up, and then it's supposed to be all your mates are there, and then you're back to your own world. But there was a TV show, I think I've told you about it before, that TV show called Evil, which is on Stan. There is an episode in that where they go into the elevator game. And it is quite an interesting episode, that one. That's the one where I first actually heard about the elevator game. So it's definitely worth a watch, that. And
that's interesting because I'm actually watching that series. But I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Would you ever reveal the list of numbers you got to go through?
No. Not until I've done it myself, which I'm still waiting for a building to be happy for me to do it. In fact, there's a few people I can reach out to who work in buildings that are capable of doing that.
Well, I just hope you have one of those camera-mounted chest vest, and
I've got a chest vest, a chest mount for my GoPro.
Man, that would be an amazing video to watch, right, guys? Right? Yeah, I know you want to see Gary put his life on the line, just to go through the list.
So if this podcast just disappears and never comes back, it's because I've done the elevator game and lost.
And lost,
Yeah.
dude. Oh my god. But yeah, for sure. I think the whole premise of this is like amazing. I'm gonna definitely try and watch it on the Evil series because I am watching it as we speak.
It's in the first couple of
And
seasons. It's in the first season or two. I think it's actually in the first season, actually. It's a good show.
The first
Anybody,
season,
fully
really?
recommend anybody who wants to watch Evil, you should watch it. 4 seasons.
For sure.
And yeah, definitely worth watching.
Is it just me, or have anybody else thought of why the word evil? It is the exact, it's live
Backwards.
backwards. So it's something to think about.
There's lots of that stuff
Is.
around. Yeah.
Yeah. So for sure, but I liked it. Thank you for introducing once again. I still have the list of stuff that I want to watch that you are recommending. So
Not a problem. Anyway, yeah. So anybody out there who's done the elevator game, let us know in the comments because I want to know how you go with it because we've yet to do
That's
it.
so messed up. That's so messed up.
Like I said, I am going to.
And if we don't hear from you, it's because you didn't win.
Yep. Because I'm going to be like, cameras every bloody where. If you go to Singapore and you catch a cab anywhere, because of the insurances, they've got like 30 cameras covering every single angle of the car, inside and outside, so that they can cover themselves if there's an accident. Now, I was talking to this guy. We had him for a whole day, and he took us out to the old Changi Hospital and a few other places when we were over there. And that's really haunted, the old Changi. In fact, we should do a whole episode on the old Changi Hospital at some point. That's brilliant, that one. And he said, yeah, they've got that many cameras because they have to cover themselves from every angle if there's an accident or anything happens in the car to prove that they weren't at fault because their insurances are so high over there. And that's pretty much what I'm going to look like. One of those cars, just cameras left, right, and center, I don't mind having a camera pointing behind me if somebody does get on the elevator because I'm not going to pay any attention but see what the camera catches. You know what I mean?
I think that is an amazing idea because I actually use that when I, that especially my home away from home, Kings Park. I have a camera facing behind me just in case.
Yep.
And it is different watching a camera that's behind you than watching what you're recording in front of you. Like the feel of reviewing that footage, it feels different. But yeah.
Hang on. Sorry, I missed turning the slide down before I coughed then. Whoops. It's like there was a guy over here who was snorkeling. Oh, they were diving, scuba divers. And the other one was recording. So he's just merrily doing his thing. It's pretty murky water. But what he didn't realize is this grey white shark comes in straight over the top, bangs him on the head and keeps going. And his mate has actually got it on video. He was just totally oblivious. Can you imagine if you had a camera and you could see that coming up behind you? There'd be bubbles everywhere. I'd hit the surface bum first.
Oh my god, dude!
Hunt for Red
That is
October.
freaking- Shit. There'll be bubbles everywhere.
I think on that we're going to go because you've got nothing else to say, have you? Just go.
You messed me up. You messed me up.
You're right.
Oh my god.
I think we've broken Fernando.
Oh shit.
Anyway, see everybody. Hope you enjoy the elevator game.
I'm actually gonna use my hoodie because I'm fucking tearing over here.
Well, is it not true? Bubbles everywhere.
Oh, I was not expecting that. All right. Oh shit, man.
You're right.
Bubbles everywhere.
You're right.
Yeah, man. Jeez.
All right. I'll stop the
That's
recording now.
dark.
Stop recording.
Oh, you recorded all of that? Holy crap. That was, holy shit.